2. Hello there. And welcome to the latest greatest episode of What Did I Miss? Joined now by my friends Paige and Gabe. We're going to basically do a favor for you. That's what we're here to do today, because the March Madness brackets are obviously a large part of all of our lives, and they're gone now. They're dead kaput. Not until next year do we get to play again. However, brackets need to live on. And so for that, we give you these brackets. We are going to go ahead and bracketize the near future on things that are likely to happen. Does that make sense? That makes sense. Makes sense. You're going to know basically everything. And if you don't, then you need to get up on your pop culture references. That's not my problem. So let's figure out these brackets. Who are our contestants? Paige?
Yeah, look, I think we're going to do what we do best, which is wildly speculate about things we know some to little about. So,
in fairness, we are usually pretty accurate, aka I told you the Lakers were going to suck. Here we are. Keep that same energy.
Yeah, we do need to
my
acknowledge
energy.
that.
No, I just want to make sure my same energy is being acknowledged, because I've kept it. I had it, never lost it, still here. Told you you'd suck. Told you wouldn't make the playoffs. This was a disaster from the beginning. Okay.
Never will lose it.
Okay. Never will lose it. No.
So we'll start with our number 1 versus our number 16 seed. So our number 1 seed is the likelihood of another Tom Brady surprise. Some would argue we got a nice little dose of a surprise social post just recently, 45 and 23.
Turns out he can shoot layups. Yeah.
That's right. Versus a number 16, another Will Smith related surprise.
Ooh, I mean, there
this
are
is
some
surprise
off-colored comments there.
Plan.
Okay. These are, Gabe, are we going to read them all, or do I tell you now, or we tell you now?
I think you need to pick your way through the early ones, and the later ones might be more of a debate. But the seeding is important, because, and I will just confess that I had a hand in the seeding, and I would say that Tom Brady pulling another surprise or two before the season starts is virtually a lock. Will Smith is probably in hibernation right now. I don't think we're going to hear from him for a while. So this had to be a 116, but you could call for the upset.
Can I say I want to call for the upset? Because yeah, I think, and maybe I'm being naive or myopic, but I don't think. I mean, what else can Brady surprise us with, right? Like, I can't imagine what he's going to get Rob Gronkowski to come. Okay, yeah, we all know that's going to happen. But Will Smith, I believe that has just been uncovered, that this little keg has just been released. And now I think things might start to roll out about our friend Will Smith that might be shocking and surprise many. I'm going with the upset. We're going to get some Will Smith, not just surprise, shocks.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not asking you to reveal any secrets, but Beadle, the audience should know, not only do you have a long and reputable career in sports, you also have worked in the entertainment industry, and you always know the hot goss. So is there something you're sitting on here? Well,
the hot goss, that sounds disgusting, like something I've dealt with.
I thought that was the cool way to say it.
No, there are always like little bees buzzing, but I think this also sort of falls into the Hollywood PR formulaic routine, right? Like scandal, hibernate, come out with something to sort of divert the energy away from the bad thing that you did. Now, that would only be if he controls the narrative of what happens next. But sometimes when you have a scandal, it unleashes everyone else to start digging. And I think something could happen there. Sometimes digging finds things.
Yeah. Yeah, it does seem like for the longest time, we were all fed this idea that Will Smith could do no wrong. And then he, blew that up right in our face by his choosing. This isn't even like some of the other, let's be honest, more gross and disgusting scandals that some celebrities. It's not that, but those happened in private. He did it right in front of all of us.
He did it right in front of everyone. Jesus.
Are you saying that you don't think that Tom Brady is going to force a trade or make some other guy retire or obviously every week there's some new story with this guy.
There is. And I think, look, I know they're telling us that it had nothing to do with it and they were completely unrelated, but the coach has already stepped down, right? I think that was the big block that had to fall, and it's happened. And anything else, I guess I'm using the word surprise. I am taking it literally because I think the things that he could do next and probably will do next will not be a surprise. They will just be things he does next.
Okay,
That's my theory.
copy that.
All right,
Massive upset to start the April Madness.
That's a great way to start. Didn't see it coming.
All right, going down, we'll go with our 8 and 9 seed. Or I'm sorry, no, we're not. We're gonna go in order.
Why? Oh, okay,
2 and 15. 2 and 15. So this is a breakup theme here. So is it more likely that LeBron and the Lakers break up, or Kourtney and Travis, who recently, it was reported, actually got married after the Grammys, I believe.
That's fair.
Which is more likely?
That's fair. Gabe, are you going on this one?
I think you need to be the expert here
Okay.
for a lot of reasons.
So I think now the Kourtney-Travis thing, she has confirmed today on the gram, as the kids probably never have said, and they didn't have a license, and then she like hashtagged it practice is perfect, but they did. They went through the ceremony of getting married at 2 a.m. in Vegas with an Elvis dude. That has happened. And obviously, who doesn't see that love lasting forever? I certainly do. But then on the other hand, timeless. When you shove tongues down each other's throats on red carpets, that's forever. LeBron and the Lakers. I don't think LeBron and the Lakers are going to break up. I think LeBron is going to get Vogel dumped. And, this is how he works. Like, it's not his fault. It's everybody else's fault. So I don't think LeBron and the Lakers will break up. I think he loves being in Los Angeles. I think Los Angeles has really amped his brand and built the empire even bigger. I hate to say it because I love, but again, upset. Kourtney-Travis breakup. That's happening.
R.I.P. Kravis.
Guys, I don't know what to tell you. I know. And I don't want them to break up. Look, I want those two kids to find love and forever. Everybody does. Who's not rooting for them? You heartless
Can I ask
monsters.
a couple follow-up questions on those two?
Yeah. Who are they? Let's want to start
Which one of the I know Travis Barker is, obviously.
Sure.
And he's had a hell of a life. I feel like it seems to me like one or both of them watched Pam and Tommy and were like, I got an idea.
Fair.
And then they were like, you think? Me and you? Turned into a pretty good Hulu special. Like, what is the point of this? Don't Kardashians marry and unmarry constantly?
Yes.
What is this?
Kourtney hasn't married actually.
Oh,
she
no?
has
She's the one who
4
hasn't?
kids. No, she's the one that has all the babies with Scott Disick. But they never got married.
That guy.
Which is
He
the
was
smartest
awful.
thing. Yeah, he's not.
Yes,
although
she's a genius.
I was going to say, in hindsight, he's actually the funniest part of all of it. Like, he knows he's ridiculous. He's got a company. I have a sweatshirt. I have one of his sweatshirts, and it just says talentless across it. Like, he gets it. He's in on the joke, I think. But, I think, Kourtney wants to be the outlier. She wants to be the Kardashian that's sort of on her own, not doing the whole Kim brand building thing. So, this makes sense that she went this route. Now, what is juicy about it, and I can neither confirm or any of this, but allegedly, Travis and his first wife, Shannon Moakler, broke up. She has said this story because he was having an affair with Kim Kardashian.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
So
they were
that was
neighbors, right?
It's 15 years ago or something. Yeah, that's all things that she has said. I'm not sitting here making it up. I don't know whether it's true or not. But yes, if that is true, that is some funky switching. I'm not doing that. I don't, nope. My sister's been there. Gyros. But yeah, good for them. Okay. Good for love. Yeah.
Double. So far,
double
upsets.
Upset.
So far, upsets. Okay.
These are the greatest brackets ever. Okay.
3 seed and 14 seed. So our 3, again, we're thematically putting these together. So our 3 seed is a KD and Kyrie collapse versus a Clayton and Susie collapse of Bachelor fame.
Oh my gosh. Well, okay. So we're assuming what? Kyrie's no longer a net next year? Is that the collapse we mean? Or the play-in tournament, they don't even get out of that? Because
I think we look at playoffs. Let's keep this in the next couple months.
Mm-hmm. I think, next couple months, I think Clayton and Susie have to survive because that's the only way to cash in on this sort of Bachelor small window of fame situation. Yeah. So I'm going to go with Katie and Kyrie because it's not just that. I think they're a better team than where they are obviously situated right now, given the way the season went and talent-wise what they have on the floor. But I also think should they make it out and start to play the teams that have already been comfortably in their spots, I don't think they are going to be like, I don't think they're going to beat a Milwaukee at all. I don't even know that they can beat a Miami. Like I'd be honest with you. I don't know what to expect from that team. It's a bummer because I want them to be fun to watch. So I'm going to go KD and Kyrie collapse on that one. No upset. Classic 3 seed.
Love to see it.
I know.
Okay,
I like that your.
Oh, sorry. Gabe.
I like your analysis is just that basically, like, financially, contractually speaking, Clayton and Susie can't end their fake romance now. They have to do it when it's more monetizable in the future.
Right. You want to be well into sort of the next season of the... By the way, I'm a new fan, but I've already figured out the whole formula. You need to be well into the next season of the franchise so that you can sort of get your appearances in, do the rounds, perhaps do a Dancing with blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So, what is it called? Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars.
That kind of thing. Yeah, I was like, Dancing with Celebrities?
I mean, generous
what that show called?
use of the word star, but...
Stars, quotation marks.
Yeah, you gotta launch a podcast. You gotta do a few more things.
Yes, you gotta be having your picture taken on the beaches in Hawaii randomly. You know how pops are always looking for bachelor people. So yeah. I feel good about that pick. All right.
Great. All right, we got a Paul brother matchup here.
Oh, sweet nose.
Is it more likely that a Paul brother of your choosing boxes or wrestles? 4 is boxing.
Ooh.
13 is wrestling.
Wait, do we know? I mean, the boxing thing.
Don't Google, because this was done without Google.
No,
it's
I didn't want
possible
to.
there's already, they could be fighting Jose Canseco in a boxing ring for all we know. It doesn't, we're counting this as if it's going to happen. I
think SummerSlam's not for... I don't think a Paul brother enters the wrestling ring again unless it's another sort of marquee event, and SummerSlam's not for a minute. And I do believe because there are 2 of them, it ups the stats on the boxing possibility. So I'm going to go with a Paul brother boxes is more likely to happen next.
But the wrestling thing was pretty good.
Oh, I agree. I 1,000% think we will see one or both of them back in WWE funness in no time because they were good. He was good. Like, I hate to admit, he was good.
Let me ask you this. If all of this, frustrating as it has been, all of the nonsense that they've created for the last couple of years of our lives culminated in them just settling into legit WWE superstardom and just focusing on that, would you just be like, strange path, but you know what? I buy it and I like it.
Yeah, I mean, look, they have made more money, the 2 of them, allegedly, than 7 generations could spend at this point, which hurts my face to even say those words out loud. But, so that they did, I think they'll always chase money because I think that's sort of their motivation, but it's not that they need it. And I think you're not going to make that in wrestling, but you're certainly going to be huge stars if you want to go that route. So yeah, I could totally see that happening. And they're born heels. Like there is no babyface turn for either one of these dudes at all. Like it's not going to happen. So yeah, they've already got characters without even having to try. Like most people who enter wrestling have to spend years like sort of cultivating some sort of a character and then hope that it sticks. They're already done. They're self-made. Mm-hmm. Brilliant.
Love it. Okay. I actually disagree with the seating here.
Why? Wait, do we have to? No, we don't have to take a break. We have to take a break.
It is.
We have to take a break.
Oh, we have to take a break.
Let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
Yeah, let's take a break. Let's take a break. Break it. One of the most stressful things that any of us can possibly go through is debt. How do we pay it off? When is it due? Do I even have the money? Well, not only is it stressful, you also have to keep track of multiple monthly payment dates. So if you're tired of that and juggling all of it, consolidating with a personal loan might actually be your answer. That way you'll have just one due date a month, not a bunch, and Credit Karma can help you find the best option. Credit Karma uses your credit data to find loan offers that are personalized to you, so you can have a better idea of what loan amount you can get approved for. Credit Karma will even show you your chances of approval, so you can choose between loan offers that you're more likely to get approved for, and then you can apply with more confidence. Comparing loan offers on Credit Karma is 100% free. Won't affect your credit scores. It could save you a lot of money. Credit Karma. Apply with more confidence today. Are you ready to apply? Great. Head to creditkarma.com/loan offers to see personalized offers. Go to creditkarma.com/loan offers and find a loan for you. That's creditkarma.com/loan offers. Are you like me? Took you a minute, thought you'd be the last man standing on cable TV. I'm never gonna cut cables. Well, here I am. I did. And Sling, well, it's the best of live TV, and it's the best price. Everything you love about live and on-demand TV, but without long-term contracts and all those hidden fees. With Sling, you can get your channels like your ESPN, TBS, TNT, CNN, HGTV, and more. Plus 80,000 on-demand movies and shows. That's a lot of movies and shows. 50 hours of DVR storage is included, and you have the ability to pause or change your subscription at any time, and so much more. Don't underestimate how important that is. Watch your favorite comedies, action, drama, adventures, suspense, and thrillers, and documentaries, the best. News and sports for just $35 a month. That is it. Sign up in 5 minutes. Start streaming right away on your TV, your phone, and your tablet. It's the easiest and the cheapest way to watch the TV that you love, both live and on demand. Take control of your entertainment with Sling, the TV you love for a price you'll love. Try it free today. Go to sling.com. Restrictions apply.
All right, were we back into our tournament now?
Yeah, sorry.
We're back in, baby.
That was just a commercial.
We got a 5 seed and a 12 seed. So our 5 seed
I like it.
is that Nick Cage returns to glory. Asterisk,
Obviously.
I would argue he never left.
Returns? I know. I was like, I take a check with that word. Okay.
Or our 12 seed, Tiger returns to glory. It is Masters Week.
This one's tough. Because the way a lot of, especially men in this country, feel about Tiger Woods, that sort of passion they have for everything Tiger, is how I and a lot of other cool people I know feel about Nick Cage. Now, do I think he ever really left glory? Of course not. I think Nick Cage has been living his own life the way he wanted to for quite some time, and that is glorious. But he does have a movie coming out called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which I had to write down because it doesn't roll off the tongue, but every time I say it, I giggle because what a hell of a title that is, where he plays himself doing a gig for like $1 million, like a money grab gig that turns into an escapade. I think I'm going to go with Nick Cage on this one because I don't know what I expect from I'll be honest with you. I have no expectations for Tiger, and I'm okay with that. If Tiger never does anything again as far as winning is concerned, I think he's fine. His legacy is what it is. But for me, Nick Cage having a monster movie come out right now is everything. Right now, it's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know who's seen it yet. It's not out in theaters officially. But yes, give me that one. Give me Nick Cage all day, every day. Playing himself. Can you imagine?
I don't see an alternative take here. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Have you guys seen Adaptation?
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
so he can do this meta thing very, very well. And a hipster take is to ironically like Nick Cage over the last 15 years.
Sure.
An even more hipster take is to unironically like Nick Cage. And I think that's what we're saying we all feel.
I think being a hipster means that you're doing a lot of weird, disingenuous feeling. Whereas I think just legitimately feeling is a way cooler way to live your life. Like, I don't ironically love Nick Cage. I love Nick Cage. And Nick Cage playing Nick Cage while also drawing from all of his past famous characters to do this role, to me, is brilliant. And I can't believe it's taken this long to do this movie.
Do you think that there will be like his classic lines woven into the movie?
100%. If I'm understanding it right, and the trailer is sort of leading us in that direction, then yes, he's going to have to draw from famous characters on his IMDb page to sort of work for the CIA. Is sort of the gist of this thing. So if that's the case, I mean, think about all of his characters. The Rock, Face Off, Get Out of My Face. I cannot wait. I might watch like every Nick Cage movie before I go see this movie, just to prepare. We should do that.
Can I tell you guys something?
We should.
I don't watch trailers because I figure out the whole movie if I do. I'm just,
I'm sorry.
My brain is so big.
Oh, Sherlock Holmes, everybody.
I know. The average person doesn't have to worry about this, but
You're so stupid. So you knew what Sixth Sense was about before you saw the movie?
I don't watch the trailers. So that's what I'm saying. You've already said a little more than I needed. I was going to see this movie the second I heard it existed. And now I know more than I should, so I can already start to piece together the plot. But I'm going to still watch it.
No, by all means, tell me what you think the plot is.
right now, we're recording on the record. Please tell us what this movie is about.
Yeah, tell me.
Well,
the
I need. Well, okay, so he's obviously enlisted to be like a double agent to appear. He's probably going to appear on a set in character, but he's there on behalf of whatever. Well, we don't know that.
Oh no,
Beadle.
we do know that because we watched the trailer.
Or the trailer is trying to mislead you. It's like it's a double dice. I'm
Inception.
just, you know what? The point is, I'm going to enjoy the movie more going in blind than you all will with built-in ideas.
No chance. You want to bet? Let's bet. Let's see who enjoys this movie more. Like,
we're betting who enjoyed it more? Yeah.
You just let me know,
more fun.
and I'll tell you how much I enjoy it.
All right. Deal. We'll
Deal.
see who liked it more the day after we've both seen it.
Sick.
I love you, Nick Cage. I love you.
All right. So
Okay,
the five
sorry.
advances.
Yep.
Yeah,
5.
5 advances. I
No
love
upset
that.
there.
Okay, 6-11. These are some hot starts potentially. So
Ooh, I like
we got
it.
6. Does our guy Russell Wilson start hot with the Broncos, or
Okay.
does Sonia from Real Housewives of New York start hot with the new reboot?
Yeah, so you guys educated me on that one. I didn't realize they were doing a reboot Housewives of New York plus a new season, a different season of that's huge. That Andy Cohen, you're a genius. Now, this is where it gets semantics, right? Sonia starting hot means so many different things to me, like because she is a slurry word just unicorn of delight. Yeah, she's delightful to watch on television. Now, I'm glad she's not my relative. I want to preface it with all that. I would worry for her. But yes, her starting hot. Now, but I also think she will start hot. So I'm going to go with who's going to start hotter. And I think in this particular case, as we've seen in sports time and time again, a change of scenery coming from what seems to have been maybe becoming a dramatic situation into a fresh start always has like a nice feel to it. I'm going to go with Russ starting hot with the Broncos. The Broncos. I think that's going to be a good start for him. I don't know how it ends, but the start will be hot.
Yeah, I like that.
No upset there.
I agree with the analysis, and I think it will not end well for either of them where they're going.
Which is why we wrote
Like
start.
rehab for both. One physically, the other a house. A house of
it's not gonna be
rehabs.
great.
Like, there you go.
I imagine they're
Perfect.
both already in their like hyperbaric chambers to prepare for the
God
season.
bless Sonia. I still don't understand how Sonia. I don't understand it. Does she own that house? Does she? Nothing about Sonia makes sense other than she's delightful to watch on television.
Well, maybe I should know this since I helped construct the bracket, but isn't she married to Aaron Ross? And isn't Aaron Ross, didn't he earn like $50 million in the NFL? Am I thinking of the right woman?
No.
No, are
is
you
not-
thinking about the track star?
Yeah.
Oh, my sweet nose.
I thought this was Sonia Ross Richards.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh no.
Oh, wow. This is.
no.
We just got canceled. This whole thing just got. This podcast is.
Oh
done
boy.
now.
This is keep
are you
it in.
insane?
This is real. This is not I'm not doing a bit. I'm not doing a bit.
Like, I honestly, if you gave me 100 choices to be farther off than what you've been right now, it's no.
I have here's who I've been picturing. Didn't know anything about her. I was like, slurry word? That doesn't sound like the woman I remember. But I was just keeping my mouth shut. I was like, Sonia Richards Ross, really? Like something? But you're saying that this is not Sonia Richards Ross. This is who?
Sonia
I don't even know her last name.
Morgan, I think, is her last name. But she was married to John Adams Morgan, who was a famous financial person, co-founder of Morgan Stanley. That kind of money.
Ever heard of it?
That's J.P. Morgan was her ex-husband's grandfather or great-grandfather, somewhere in there.
Huh.
Yeah. No.
I
Could
cannot
not
believe
be.
that's what you thought.
Yeah. So what did you? What?
Yeah. I had some help putting this bracket together.
You don't think that?
No, it's time. It's time. It's never been done. It's time for Tasha to go under the bus. Tasha, everybody's favorite person behind the scenes here where we make stuff. No, she can do no wrong. Everyone likes her. Everyone says she's the best. Everyone's like, get rid of Gabe, bring in Tasha. Tasha told me about this.
She told you that we were talking about track star
she
Sonia.
Just said Sonia and not Sonia Richards.
That's true. And then I was like, oh
so
yeah,
it's really
like her
problem. again.
I said there's a sports tie because her husband played in the NFL, and she looked at me funny, but she didn't correct me. So I was like,
she probably
I must
thought
be right.
you were nuts. Just the same way that you didn't stop me and all of the, does she own her house, slurry word. Like none of those went,
It felt very strange to me,
right.
the way you were talking about her.
We're talking about a 58-year-old white woman who drinks a lot of white wine and possibly takes pills on television.
So not like one of the best athletes of our lifetime,
right.
not her?
I mean, look,
That's correct.
she could be athletic, but we've never seen it. Okay.
I see.
That's an insane
Wow, that was
take.
awesome.
I didn't have a take. I was keeping it to myself. I didn't know what was going on.
Not to mention the fact that if there was a legitimate woman on a Housewives, like the woman that you're referring to would be,
Yeah.
Right. You
I
don't
would
think
be
we would
like,
have talked about this before?
right. Like, well, and we would be
Or
like, why
anyone?
is she doing this? Because you don't want to be on those shows. Those are not things to aspire to. Those shows are
right.
train wrecks. That's why we love them.
Okay. Look, I don't know. Then I don't know why we even had Sonia being on Housewives
end
in
the
the show.
I was like, I assumed, honestly, that you were a Housewives adjacent fan, maybe.
Right? Sonia the track star. I just like Sonia the
Wow.
track star. Married to
Okay,
a
all
giant.
right. We got to get out of this. Let's talk about this. Now, number 7 seed, Lewis Hamilton scorches the F1 circuit season.
No. Okay. No, he's not going to.
Or
But
number
Ferraris.
10, House of Dragons scorches HBO. House of Dragons being the prequel. GOT.
God, that's got to be out soon, right? Is that a fall show?
We're being a little generous with soon. This is still months away, I think.
Right, but it's like we've seen the trailer. I feel like if you've
Yeah,
seen the
it's-
trailer for something, it's in the
Gabe
world.
knows everything
It
that's
now
happening.
And he
Well,
does.
when you're watching the Lakers show, now the trailers are running for that. That's
Yeah.
why. It's
By the way,
like
we
right in
need
our
to at
minds.
some point talk about that show, but not right now. I don't think Hamilton's going to scorch the F1 circuit. Now, not to say he's going to be lousy, although he's had a rough start. I'm going to go House of Dragon, and I'm doing that almost just so that I hope I can talk it into truth because I want the show to be awesome because of the disappointment that the last season of Game of Thrones left with all of us. So yes, I'm going to go upset the number 10 on this one.
Love it. We've had a few good upsets. Okay, our
I know,
final
right? I like that.
our final entry here.
Oh goodness.
Number 8 seed. So these are our closest seeded.
No real
contestants?
upsets here, right? Okay.
I don't
yeah,
think so.
sure.
Yeah,
Entries. Yeah.
Entries. Yep. After a grueling season of existence. 8 seed, NIL. So name, image, and likeness. You recall last summer, NCAA granted that college kids
So much
could be
fun.
paid for their NIL. Do
Hell yeah.
NIL deals break records, or does the new Top Gun break records?
Oh man, which has been postponed for 1,700 years already.
That's right.
Okay. This one's tricky for me, right? Because Top Gun, the records that it would maybe break are already existing, right? Like we've got records for movies for any kind of category you can think of. NIL is such a new entity that everything it does from here on out is going to be a record, right? Everything's new and unprecedented, and here we go.
Yep.
So from that alone, now I think Top Gun's going to break records in my heart. Like I don't know if that counts. If that's what something you guys were looking for, I want it to be great as well. But I think NIL, just strictly because it is so new, fresh, and awesome, it will constantly be record breaking until the end of time. I go NIL.
I agree. There are no rules right now. It is the
I know, it's the wild west of money.
No one knows how to do anything. No one. States are different. Schools are different. Schools are looking at it
Yeah.
different.
It's
There's
crazy.
like this talk about packages now. Like schools put together packages for these kids. I'm happy
No,
for them.
screw
though.
the schools. You're on your own,
Secure the
kids.
bag.
Get all that money. Get all your money. Get all of it.
Secure.
Life
the
is
bag.
short. What, Gabe? You look like you're confused. Oh, did you think we were talking about something else, like a different Top Gun?
No,
or...
this time I knew what the topic was, and I don't know why we're
Hey.
spending precious minutes on like college athletes' boring like finances when we could be talking about the fact that Top Gun 2 is finally coming out. And I don't know why you're so sure that it can't beat Avatar in the box
No
office.
chance. Because nothing's going to beat Avatar at the box office. I still don't even know if those
Avatar.
numbers were real about Avatar at the box office. I'll be
Okay.
honest with you. You don't think
Avengers
it's weird
Endgame
that
came
Avatar
close.
and Titanic, correct me if I'm wrong, were those both Cameron productions?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
You don't think it's weird that those two are like record breaking? Somebody's lying about the numbers.
Ooh.
Okay.
They were padded
Conspiracy
stats.
theories.
Good take. Let me just say this. We've been
QAnon
cooped
for
up.
movies.
We've been cooped up for 2 years.
Amen, sister.
Okay?
Yeah.
This movie is, they kept pushing it because they were like, we can't waste this. This is going to be so dumb if people have to stream this on HBO Max or whatever. We need people in theaters. It is perfectly timed. Perfectly timed in May. I genuinely think it also, by the way, broke my rule. I watched a 9-minute long trailer for this.
I was going to say, you had to watch the trailer.
It's like a short film.
You had to.
Well, because I know what I'm not confused what it's about.
Oh.
I mean, I really think it's going to be the biggest movie of all time.
Who's
Look,
in it?
I want it to be. Well, here's the catch.
In it? What
Who's
the?
in it? Get the fuck out of here, Paige!
Did you
get the
honestly?
fuck out.
Are you real?
Paige, look at me when I say this. Get the
What?
fuck out of here
Who's
right now.
in it?
Shut my computer.
You just walk away.
I'm confused. This is...
Who's in
Who's
Top
in
Gun?
it?
No.
Who's
I
in
know
Top
the original
Gun?
Top Gun. Is there... You're saying there's a new Top Gun? Did I just miss this?
No, Paige. We're saying that 70-year-olds are going to be pilots in the fucking military. Paige, walk the fuck away. I'm out. Get this table off of me. I can't even get out.
I stand by my question, though. Who's in it?
Your question sucks. Who's in Top Gun?
Like, I know. Why is this a dumb question? They're releasing a new one or not? I know that Tom Cruise is in fucking Top Gun.
Tom Cruise is in Top Gun.
Yes,
That's all
I
you
fucking
need to
know
know.
that.
Are you
But who's
asking
in
who
the
else
new
is in
one?
Top Gun? Okay.
Also,
So
Tom
for-
Cruise?
Also not new. But here's
It's-
it's the catch. It's Miles Teller. And that's a polarizing guy right there.
Meh.
Miles
Yeah, I'm
effing
out.
Taylor.
Meh. on
But
him
no, but
personally.
that's the perfect guy to play this role. You have to understand, Tom Cruise's character was an obnoxious, arrogant little twat when that movie came out. That was the point. He was, the arrogance is what makes them great fighter pilots. Come on,
yeah.
Paige. Are you
Why
even
is this a
American?
bad question. What, like...
It's the worst question. It's not a bad question. The worst question you've ever asked.
Sorry,
And
I
there
didn't
is
know
a
Top
list.
Gun Maverick.
Do you know who Maverick is?
Is it? Wait, are you just? Is this some sort of weird bit where you're like
this
just
a
like,
bit?
oh, let me see if I
No.
can f with both of them at the same.
It's not.
They're finally aligned.
Look,
Beadle and I
I-
have agreed like no times in the history of this podcast, and here you are making us enemies of you because
Yeah,
of your.
this was a mistake on
shade
your
to
part.
Top Gun.
This-
Well, look.
Are
By
you?
the way, it's got good people. Ed Harris is in it. John Hamm's in it. Jennifer Connelly's in it. It's gonna
I'm
be
see
like.
it. I just didn't know who was in it. I didn't think
Have-
that was a
I may
crazy
break my-
question.
I may break my no theater rule for this one actually, and that's how much I want to see.
Of course
this.
you're
'Cause I think-
gonna. You're,
well,
so
I
is
haven't been to a
everybody.
theater
That's
in
my
like 5
point.
years. Like I really haven't. All right.
Paige,
yeah.
have you seen Top Gun front to back, not on
Fair
TBS?
Ooh, good question.
The first one,
Oh.
yeah. Yes.
Have you watched the whole movie?
Yes.
Are you telling the truth?
What's your favorite part? Name me one
I don't
favorite
think
part.
she is. I think she's
What's my
lying. I don't.
I think she is
favorite
too.
part? No, I'm not lying.
There is a correct answer. Who's the best character of all the characters on the original Top Gun? And there is a correct answer here. And he will
I
be in
agree.
the second one. So
Yep.
that will help.
Goose.
I knew you would say Goose.
Why
I
would
knew
he
you
be
were
in
a
the
Goose
second
person.
one, Paige? He's dead.
I
He's
know
in the
he
ocean,
died. I
dead.
know. But that I liked him as a character. I don't know, you guys. This movie came out before.
Nobody
I was born.
liked Goose.
Not to bring this up
Iceman.
again. but
Iceman's the
this is not
correct
my
answer.
generation.
Iceman is the answer.
Thank you. There's one answer and one answer
fucking
only.
Iceman.
And it's Iceman.
Okay.
I can't believe that this is happening.
I honestly
You
don't
can't
even want to
believe-
finish this podcast.
You have. I don't see how this is so bizarre to both of you.
Really? Well, we'll put it up for a poll when
This
this
is
thing comes
not
out.
my
and we'll find out.
generation.
Oh, this is not my generation. You
Are
know
you
what?
from
I don't care.
America? Yeah. Are you from this country? Do you live
I
in
like
America?
okay,
Then-
wait. I like the volleyball scene. That was my favorite.
Of course we
that
do.
helpful?
That's when they high five each other shirtless with oil. Everybody
Hell
likes that
yeah.
scene. That was a
That's
moment
coming
for
back?
teenage girls. That's coming
And
back with
boys.
new people.
Everybody's
it's
going to be
definitely coming
oiled
back.
up.
Yeah,
Oh,
Miles
it's gonna be
Teller
awesome.
stays in shape, and there's a reason for that. All right, Miles Teller is going to show us some goods, and I'm here. And there's this guy Glenn Powell, also considered like a little hot Hollywood actor. Definitely going to see his goods as well. So that's cool. We got that going for us.
John
right,
Hamm isn't
can
in
we
this
move
movie
past
to
this?
not show his goods.
Well, I don't think the world can handle John Hamm's goods. We don't want to see that. We've seen those linen pants, John. We know what you're working with.
Imagine him in some tight, worn out jeans on the beach. Oh,
Can't
baby.
do it. Don't want to. No. That's too much. America's not ready. What's it? NC-17, we hope. I'm sweating. I'm so like, what? Where are we? Are we done? What are we doing?
I don't have anything left.
We're gonna run through these really quick. Ready?
Okay. Yes.
Because we
have to take a break or no? Are we good? Okay, good.
Okay. Yeah, we can take a quick break and then do these when we come back. Let's do that.
You need a break. You need to go rewatch Top Gun.
I need to go watch Top Gun.
2-hour break.
Real quick. Again.
We might make you watch it and then do a podcast just on that.
I have seen it. I promise. I have seen
I don't
the
know
movie.
That. It doesn't feel like you have. Okay, well then we need to watch again. Okay? All right, taking a break. We'll be back.
All right.
God. I can't even believe it, but we are in the middle of spring, which means that our soft grass under our feet feeling is right around the corner. But first, we got to get our lawns back. Thankfully, Sunday gets your lawn growing and helps to keep it healthy all season long. Sunday can help you grow a beautiful lawn without the guesswork or those nasty chemicals. Their custom plans include fertilizer and everything you need to easily care for your lawn. And with ingredients like seaweed, iron, and molasses, you can feel good with kids and pets being around. All of those doggies. All you have to do is visit getsunday.com, put in your address, and their lawn analysis tool, well, it'll do the rest. They then use soil and climate data to create a personal nutrient plan delivered to your door when you need it. Just attach the ready-to-use pouch to a garden hose and spray. It takes less than 15 minutes. Best of all, the stuff really works. Sunday is offering our listeners 20% off. Full season plans start at just $129, and you can get 20% off at checkout when you visit getsunday.com/Beadle. That's 20% off your custom plan at getsunday.com/Beadle. Hey there, I'm Michelle Beadle. Recently, I got a box, and it was filled with delicious goodies. Not food, the clothing kind. I immediately gave it to my brother because he is my test rabbit. 10,000 is what it was, and they make the highest quality, best fitting, and most comfortable training shorts, well, that he's ever worn for sure. Tons of features: silver ion for odor protection, no bounce pockets, breathable, lightweight shell fabric, no bounce foam pocket. There's even an optional liner that's very comfortable and prevents chafing. There's a versatile shirt. That also is the perfect workout shirt, lightweight, breathable, durable. In addition to the interval short, they make gear specific to other types of training, from running to Olympic lifting to boxing. Basically, there is a short for any way you train. The brand believes in being better than yesterday, a stoic dedication to continuous improvement, not just overnight success. They have a team of over 200 athletes who test their gear to ensure the perfect design, fabric, trims, and fit. Right now, 10,000 is offering our listeners 15% off your purchase. Go to 10,000.cc/miss to receive 15% off your purchase. That's 10,000.cc/miss.
Q is a genius.
Q is a genius. Minus the Top Gun part.
All right. Well, let's do the last bit of bracket here.
Okay.
All right. Let's rip through these puppies. So we got a 16. Okay, is it more likely that there will be another Will Smith surprise, or that NIL deals will break records?
Well, obviously we know, I think all of that's going to happen, but I think that the NIL thing is legitimate. It's like we're in wild, wild west territory. We're, like you said, no rules. This thing has no ceiling on it as it stands right now. Give me NIL. And I'm all
money.
for it. Get it.
Okay. We're just gonna go straight down.
I'm ready.
Okay. Is it more likely that Nick Cage returns or continues his glory, or that a Paul brother boxes someone?
Golly, those are both okay. I mean, they're both really gonna happen. Well, I feel like the Paul brother thing is like, that's their job now. So of course they're going to box someone. But Nick Cage crushing life is, I hate to say it.
That's a certainty. That's a certainty.
Yeah, it's right. Like, so it's more likely that I think, okay, so here's what we'll do is, does a Paul brother box someone before the movie comes out, which is sometime end of May-ish? Or is it? No, it's end of April. Ooh, no. Nick Cage is going to win then. Yes. I don't think a Paul Brother box is before end of April. Yes.
Love it. Okay. Is it more likely that KD and Kyrie and the Nets collapse in the playoffs, or that Russell Wilson crushes with the Broncos?
That's simple calendar math.
Starts hot with the Broncos.
Simple calendar math. Katie and Kyrie will be out before football even begins, even before training camp.
Okay. And then is it more likely that House of Dragons scorches HBO, or that Kourtney and Travis break up?
I think Kourtney and Travis are going to give us another 2.5 years. So I'm going to go House of Dragons scorches. Yeah. I think they're going to keep this little milk train rolling for a while because it's putting them in the mags as it stands. Ew,
excellent.
gross.
All right. We have our final four.
Here we go.
Now, is it more likely that there will be NIL deals breaking records, or that Nick Cage returns to glory?
Oh, God. I mean, I think the NIL because look, there are no plans yet, right, to squash any. I know they're probably trying to figure out ways to keep these kids from making money behind closed doors right now, but I still think it's going to go a while before they figure this out. NIL.
NIL. All right.
I love you,
and our second half of the final four: Russell Wilson crushing or starting hot with the Broncos, or House of Dragons scorching HBO.
Ooh. When is House of Dragons?
August.
Or House of
I think it's
Dragon?
not till
It's
August.
actually similar timing. I think it's like August 21st.
Oh, it is?
So, yeah.
I'm going to go House of the Dragon because we're going to know first episode if this thing's got something, right? Because that's usually what it takes. It takes one episode for me to figure out if I'm going to watch it again. So give me the Dragon.
So then we're down to the final, Dragons versus NIL. A sentence that I never thought I would say.
Dragons versus NIL. I think the name, image, likeness, I think until further notice will be a runaway freight train of money-making opportunity. Because when you think about it, it's not just giant companies that can hand these kids some money. It's anybody. And it can hand it to anyone. Yeah, right. We could. So I'm going to go NIL. I mean, I've got $45 extra right now.
We do now because we just fired half the staff.
That's a great point.
We're going to put that money towards
the staff. We're gonna sponsor a college athlete for the next season. I'm all NIL for the win.
For the win.
I can't believe that. A sports thing won. That's crazy. Out of all of that.
Sorry to the Dragons.
So it's more likely that NIL deals blow records out than all these other wonderful, fun things to talk about. I literally, when we built this field, I put that in there like, well, at least that'll be a time saver. We could just move past that and talk about Top Gun and then Top Gun and Top Gun and Top Gun. But instead, they won the tournament. So way to go.
Well, I just think they won the tournament because we're in a really great space for people to really profit. I try to think of an analogy of what it's similar to, and for some reason my brain is blanking. It's like a lovely time to be a college athlete. This is the window in which you really want to maximize it because God only knows the NCAA turds are going to figure out a way to squash it. So until then, get all of the monies. Get the monies. But this has been a exhilarating and also disappointing episode of this pod. I've learned too much, things I didn't want to know. And so I don't know how to process it. I'm glad I don't have to see your faces for at least 3 more days. I can process it. Paige, it's okay. Look, we know you're on vacay right now, so we're not going to say you have to watch Top Gun now, although it would be nice if you did. But we are going to have an assignment. Q is going to be on it. Kara is already on the right side of history. She's fine and clear. You know what? Tasha might need to come in. I'm assuming Tasha hasn't seen Top Gun either based on her Sonia nugget.
Oh my God, I have seen Top Gun.
No, doesn't count. Does not count.
I don't think you have. And Quincy has already, while we've been recording this, has already texted me, I'm coming to your house to watch Top Gun.
Yes!
So, yes, we're having a movie night.
We could do a Zoom watch. Let's do a Zoom watch. Okay, everybody bring a beverage of choice and a snack, and we're going to do this together. Okay, and then we're going to have a question and answer period afterwards. Deal?
I'm in. Maybe on this weekend you're having with the girls, Paige, maybe you guys could all just, pop some popcorn, put on your PJs, and watch Top Gun.
Hey, gang,
you're being an old perv right now.
But I thought we could just hole up in the hotel room.
Guys, Hey, Paige, when you get older, that's going to be the thing you're going to want to do. Okay, you're going to want room service and holding up in a nice hotel room. It's my favorite part. Idea.
Fair enough.
Oh my God, we did it. We learned things. We squashed things. I'm not even sure what just happened. This turned into a hell of an emotional roller coaster for all of us. That's going to do it for us. Rate, review, subscribe. If I don't say that, I get yelled at. We're going to be back on Tuesday. And also 631-397-0403. If, in fact, you think that the Top Gun situation that you just witnessed is an abomination, I urge you to call in, leave a voicemail, send us a text, and tell us why. That's all I got. Have a great weekend.